Hey, Kevin here with another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video of the week, where I show you items that I pick up to resell either online like on eBay or locally on like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, places like that. So the first items I want to show you are local sales, okay? So in the last video I showed you a dresser I picked up Saturday morning for 25 bucks. It was a mid-century modern dresser. I knew it was a little bit rough, it needed work, but I got a little bit googly eyes just seeing the shape, and it was a long time since I found something like that at Salvation Army, so I picked it up. When I brought it home and gave it a lot better look over, that thing was a lot rougher than I thought. And even at $25 though, it was still a little bit profitable. If it was a really, really nice dresser, if that thing was perfect, it could have been like $200 easy. Alright, but even if it was like usable, good shape, maybe just a couple little nicks and scratches here, it'd have been 100, 125 bucks, somewhere around there. But this thing was rough, so I knew that I was probably going to bottom out at like 50 bucks on it. So I'd maybe double my money, which is still alright, but I was hoping for more. But I listed it high to see what would happen, so I put it at 75 bucks on Saturday after I took pictures. It did not sell that day, so we had to bring it inside. But Sunday, later, kind of late afternoon, early evening, it eventually sold. Some people come by, picked it up for their daughter-in-law who's going to refinish it. They offered me 60. I just took it to be done with it. So I ended up making 35 bucks on that. So it was decent. It's a little better than doubling my money. All right, the second item I sold was also around that same time. It was like early evening, Sunday night. I don't think I showed this one. This is a vintage chest, like a wooden chest box type thing. I picked up a while back at a local kind of resale antique junk shop, and I paid 20 bucks for it. My idea when I bought it was I was going to turn it into kind of like either a coffee table or like a hallway sofa, like a tall table. And I was going to turn that into like a DIY dork video project, but it's never got around to it. The weather got terrible. I just didn't feel like it. It was kind of rough. So I listed a few days ago locally on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and someone on Craigslist contacted me, and I put it up for 35 bucks, and they paid the full 35. So I only made 15 on it, but I got rid of it. And I think if I'd have put a lot of work into it, it still wouldn't have been worth that much. I bet I would have not sold it for more than $50 or $60. So I'd have had 3 days of work into it, and it would have not been worth my time. So I'm just glad to get rid of it. And like I've been saying in the last couple of videos, we're trying to clearance out all of my old furniture projects downstairs in our back room just to start fresh, and that helps. So 15 bucks, hey, that's better than taking up space down there. So next, I'll show you some of the flips that I did on eBay. Alright, so here are some of the eBay sales that have happened so far. First one is this shirt right here. This is a Panhandle Slim, which I have come to learn is a really, really good brand, so I am keeping my eye out for these. Found this at a yard sale probably about 3 months ago. It was only $2. Really big, fancy house. The guy was a dentist. The lady said he had recently lost like 100 pounds, so he was selling all his clothes. A lot of them were like 2XL, 3XL, 4XL. This is a 2XL, and he had like Western shirts, a bunch of Tommy Bahamas, like golf shirts. He had a bunch of sports jerseys, sport jackets. I mean, this guy, and then also like blazers and suits, and I mean tons and tons of clothes. If I knew more of what I was looking at the time, I would have bought a lot more. But I bought, I don't know, probably $30 or $40 worth of stuff. I paid $2 on this. I had it listed for about $44.95. I had a guy interested a while back, but it never went through. I eventually, just trying to clearance out shirts, so I dropped this to $39.95, and it's sold. All right, so it's only going to be about $3.50 to ship, so that's a really good turnaround. And I just like the design on it that's embroidered. The piping around it is actually a plaid. I thought that was pretty cool. It's got it around the back. And my absolute favorite feature is the pearl snaps that are diamond shaped. I thought that was really, really cool. So I've actually found another Panhandle Slim since then, and it actually sold for even more money. It was a little bit smaller size. I think it was, I'm trying to remember what it looked like. It was a little more ornate, but it sold for over $45. This one was for $40. So if you find Panhandle Slims and they're really ornate, they're worth good money. Some of them are really, really expensive. So that was a cool find. The next one, I just showed this in the last video. I picked this up Saturday morning at an indoor garage sale. And this is the HP LaserJet 85A cartridge, and it went with the printer. They had them both sitting there. I paid $6 for this, and it's brand new, but it's like an older box, the older design. I think might have actually been specifically for the Staples office supply store, but it's unopened, so it was still worth good money. All the new ones were black with white. This is blue and white. The new ones were listed for about $48.99, somewhere around there. I listed mine just a little cheaper because it is a little bit dented up from storage. I put it at $46.95 last night and it sold. So this went really quick. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for more of these. All right, the third item looks very familiar. All right, I've showed this in 2 previous videos. When I picked up these boots, I had a brown pair and a black pair. Found them at Goodwill for 25 bucks. They turned out they're Uggs. All right, moto boots. Leather, real soft, supple leather. It's got lamb's wool in there, 100% lamb's wool. Really nice bottoms, barely anywhere. It looks like they were worn maybe once, and I'm not even sure if they were worn outside. I mean, they're in really nice shape. So I had a brown pair and the black pair. When I looked them up, they ranged anywhere from like $80 to $120. So I put them at $99.95. I meant to put them with free shipping, but one pair had free shipping, one didn't. A lady the first time bought both pairs. All right, I sent them to her in Colorado. She tried them on, they didn't fit. So she sent them back. I did the whole refund thing. Once they got them back and all that, we relisted them again the other day, and then another lady just bought this brown pair. This time I slightly changed how I did it. I listed them at $99.95, but I made the buyer pay shipping, and it was going to be $18. So she's paying an additional 18 bucks to get them shipped. So about an hour or two after she bought them, she sent me a message. Hey, are those women's size 9 or men's size 9? If they're men's, they're not going to fit. I want to cancel my order. So I had to like, okay, I need to double verify, because I have to say when I first bought them, I thought they were men's, but I just grabbed them because they're Uggs. I figured they'd be worth money. But everything that I've looked into them on eBay, on Amazon, on Google research, they are women's. They're Kensington or something like that. And and my wife even tried them on. She's a little bit smaller shoe size, and she said they were just a little bit big. So I believe these really are women's size 9. So I told her that, and now I'm just waiting to hear back. So I probably won't ship these out till tomorrow when I get confirmation that she's okay with that. But anyway, these sold, in the black pair, I'm still waiting on them, although they already have 2 watchers, so I'm sure they will sell pretty soon as well. So what I need to do now is just go ahead and stop, get these packed up to ship out before my post office closes for today. And if any more sales or finds happen this week, I'll be sure to drop some in this video. Okay, so I mailed out that shirt and the ink cartridge yesterday, and then last night today had a bunch of sales. So let me show you. Start with this right here. Just probably within the last 2 hours or so, I just sold these. These are the Windmere hot roller hair set. It's in the box. It has the instructions. It's the most complete hair rollers I've found lately. I showed these in the video previously, and it was $6 at Goodwill. And since it was in the box and all that, I listed a little higher than all the others that were on eBay, because none of them were quite this complete. I put it at $36.95, and I took a best offer at $32. So once I ship it out, I'll pay shipping. When it's all said and done, I'll probably make a little over 20 bucks on it, so that's not too bad. It sold pretty quick too. Okay, another one. This was last night I sold this. This is a Danco shower trim kit in chrome. It's got all the little parts in there. I found this at my local Habitat for Humanity restore. I thought it was totally brand new, but it has been opened at some point. But I double checked and all the parts were in there. I paid $4 and I listed it for $19.99, and it sold for $18, best offer. So that'd be pretty decent. It's not too heavy, so I don't think it'll cost too much to ship out. And it wasn't the greatest buy. I thought it was going to be worth a lot more. I thought it was going to be closer to 30, but it was only worth about 20. So anyway, that was pretty cool. Okay, also, a little while ago I sold this bag. This was not a great buy, but I made decent money on it. Well, kind of. This is a Garmin duffel bag. You know, people that make like the GPSs and all that. Found this at a yard sale a while back. I've had a long time. It was only 50 cents. I couldn't get service, but since it had Garmin branded on there, I kind of thought it might be worth money. I thought maybe 15 to 20, but it wasn't. I put it at $12.95, and I took a best offer today for 10 bucks. So it's lightweight. It'll probably be about $3.50 to ship, so it's not bad. I'll make what, $5-6 bucks on it, something like that. So it's okay. It's not too bad a sale. All right, this, I don't want to take it out, but I just showed this in a previous, I think it actually might have been the last video I put up. This is the Adidas jacket that had the St. Louis Cardinals embroidered logo on it. And I thought this was going to be worth a lot more money, but the condition was not that great. It had a few snags, and then when I looked at it even closer, like around the sleeve, it had a few stains. So that kind of hurt the value, and then for it having Cardinals on there, so anyway, I listed it for, let me see here. I listed it for $24.95. I thought it would probably go for about $35, Anyway, I listed it at 25. I took a best offer at 20 bucks. I paid $4.50, and shipping again, it's not too heavy, so probably another $3.50 or so. So it'll be all right. Probably $12, $13, something like that profit. So not crazy good, but oh well, at least it's gone. Okay, and the last two, I finally got confirmation on the brown pair of Ugg boots here that I mentioned earlier, and the lady does want them, so I'm going to send them out. They sold for $99.95, and she paid $18 shipping. And these have been previously sold and shipped back to me because they didn't fit the first lady. So hopefully she'll be happy with these. Okay, so that was last night. This morning, the black pair sold. All right. So same thing. The first lady bought both of them, shipped them back, refunded. I lost $10.50 when I shipped one of the pairs. So this time I made sure to make the buyer pay shipping so that it's not my loss if they return. And anyway, I had these listed for $99.95. They gave me an offer of $90. I countered with $95 and they accepted, and they're going to pay, I think it's $13.50 shipping on these. So it's not too bad. I sold them for, you know, if you include shipping, you know, over $200, but a little under that for me. And I paid, oh, by the way, I paid $25 each. So that'd be decent, pretty good return. And that's what I sold so far today. So I need to go ahead and get these packed up. Man, I hope I have enough cardboard boxes to do it. So get these packed up, get them shipped out, and if any more happen today or tomorrow, I might put them in this video if it's not too long. So anyway, that was pretty good sales for today. Okay, so before I show you the finds for the last couple of days, let me show you another sale I had. It's these Nikes right here. I got them at Ross. These are men's. I think it's some type of a baseball shoe that doesn't have cleats. And anyway, I paid $39.99 about 2 months ago, so I've had them for a while. I listed them for $75.95, and they finally sold for full price. So after it's all said and done, I'll get exactly what I was hoping to get, which is I think like $20 or $25 profit. So that's not too bad, and these are really easy to ship. So now let me show you the finds from the last couple of days. Okay, so let me show you some of the finds I picked up this week. I found some really cool stuff. All right, so the first one here are these Aquatics dumbbells. These are the weights that people use in swimming pools. And I've never ever seen these in real life before. I've only seen them on TV. I mean, it looks like something that the Golden Girls would have used on their show. I mean, they weigh almost nothing. There's no difference between them except for, I guess, the surface area or whatever. I have two of each. This is the light pair. This is a medium pair. What I did a little research on them, they also make a heavy pair, and then they also even make like a barbell. So I've never seen one of them. Anyway, the lights were 50 cents each, and the mediums were $1 each. These are at Salvation Army. And when I went to check out, they just charged me 50 cents each. So I only ended up paying $2. And they're really lightweight, so they're going to be easy to ship. I'll just put them together. If they were brand new, each pair, each different size weight, they would go for about 25 bucks plus almost $10 shipping. It's probably like $8 or $9, something like that. So for two pairs, if they were new, they're probably worth about 50 bucks plus shipping. So I think I'm going to put them together. I mean, they are a little dented up. They have some use. I think I'll list them for about 40 and probably take a best offer anywhere in the 30s on them. They should be really light to ship, so probably end up making about 20, 25 bucks profit on them, which should be pretty cool. Okay, another thing I found at Salvation Army is this right here. Quilting hoop. It's still new in the pack, but it's been around a while. It's dusty, a little bit crinkled and beat up, but the actual frame itself is in good condition. I paid $10. And when I looked them up on eBay, they were going for about $35, maybe a little more. And that was with free shipping. I would not want to ship this out because it's such an awkward size, so I'm going to list this locally. I think I'll actually end up making more money too. I'm going to go ahead and list it at probably 30 or 35 bucks and hopefully make about 20 to $25 profit. I have sold some old sewing machines and like quilting-ish type things in the past before on Craigslist and Facebook, so I think they'll actually do well. So I'll get this listed really soon and see what happens. Okay, another local sale item I picked up is actually this pretty ugly table and chair set for $40 at Salvation Army. So let me show you a little bit of video on that. All right, so the first find is this little table right here I found at Salvation Army. I paid 40 bucks. It's a table. It expands with this leaf. It's not very big. It's probably about maybe a 8-inch leaf, 7-inch leaf, something like that. And 4 chairs. It's a little dirty. They need cleaned up really well. This one's got, you know, not the greatest finish, but anyway, for 40 bucks, I think what I'll do is I will list it, snap some pictures here in a minute, and then list it locally on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Probably at like 80, 85. I know I won't get that, but I will probably end up taking somewhere around 60 to 70. So not a super great return, but it's a little something. So I'll probably make maybe 20, 30 bucks on it. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that was a pretty ugly table and chair set. I mean, 40 bucks is a little high, but they seem to sell really well. I went ahead and listed those already for 85. It's pretty high. I haven't actually got any people ask about it yet, so I think I'm a little too high. But my idea is that I'll probably take somewhere in the 60s on them, probably like 60 to 70. So I'm not going to make a lot of money off of it, but it should be a decent quick flip. Just, you know, make a little extra money off of it. Okay, so after I went to Salvation Army, I went to Goodwill, and I found a few more things. All right, so the first one here is this game, Let's Make a Deal, board game, brand new, sealed in the package, but it has a few little rips, so this is not Amazon new, but this is eBay new. Anyway, I paid $3 for it. When I looked them up, they actually were selling. There were some for about $29.99. I saw some at $26.99, brand new sealed, so it should go for somewhere around there. So after shipping and all that, probably make somewhere around $12 to $15 on it, something like that, profit. So it's not too bad. I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, also at Goodwill, they brought out the carts with like the brand new products, and everyone kind of, you know, goes to them to check out all the new stuff before they go out on the shelves. Anyway, one of the things that was on there was these right here. These are military patent leather shoes. I don't know which branch it's for or anything. It just says DuraShocks, oil resistant. Never been worn, totally brand new. They have a couple spots on there. I have to just wipe them down a little bit. They had another pair that were worn. I didn't grab them. Anyway, I paid $4.50 on these, and I looked them up. The pricing was a little bit all over the place, but I think a brand new pair should easily sell for around $35 to maybe even $50. I'm going to guess these will probably go for about $40, $45, somewhere around there. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, and they are brand new. Oh, I should mention they are, DuraShocks is like the make, they are Bates. So I actually have, is this the Bates boots? Yeah, Bates boots are not quite as good as the Bellevilles I've sold in the past. So anyway, these are, I don't know, they should do all right. But I just thought it's pretty cool that they're totally brand new. And just, you know, that patent leather's, I don't know, pretty out there. Okay, another item I found is this right here. This was really cool. I've been doing really well with the outerwear at Goodwill. Anyway, this is a Levi's jacket. This is gray corduroy. It's a men's large. Great shape, and I was really surprised they only charged me $4.50 for it. I just knew that they were going to end up charging me $9 on it, but it's in great shape, no stains, no rips. So I paid $4.50. I looked these up. I think it will go for, let me see, yeah, they're kind of all over the place. Some of them were like $45.50. There's others that were going with shipping included for about $60 to $70. So I'm going to say this will probably go for somewhere in the 50s, maybe even $60, but we'll just see. I thought that's pretty cool. I might even possibly keep it, but I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a cool find. All right, so then I also found, you know what, let me show you this first. Found some other jackets. Okay, first one here is this right here. It looked like it was in decent shape, and I saw Sean John on there. It's like, I don't know who that is, but I know I've heard of Sean John. That sounds like it's worth some money. So I looked into it, and it actually was. Okay, now they just had it hanging on a hanger. They didn't write on the tag like they do sometimes. They didn't have the little white tag hanging off here that said, you know, $9 or $12 or $20. It just had the tag, so I thought they were going to charge me the $4.50, but the guy at the cash register ended up charging me $10. So I thought that was a little high, but I don't think they knew that it was brand new with tags. All right, so that was my little, they had it like this, so I kept it like that, because I think if they would have saw that, they would have charged more. So anyway, got it for $10. I looked this up. I think it is worth probably about 60 to 70. All right, should sell somewhere around there. So it's in great shape, never been worn, no stains, no snags. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's an XL, so hopefully that will do really well. So I need to get that listed real soon. Okay, I found another jacket, or I guess this is a coat. Same thing, there was no tag on there, no writing to say, you know, it's $20 or whatever. So I was thinking I could get away with paying $4.50 or $9. They charged me $10 on this as well. I think it was the cashier, because if it was a different cashier, I think they would have not charged as much. But anyway, this is Woolrich, which is a pretty decent wool company. I've sold some Woolrich shirts before, and they did well. And there were several things about this coat, the reason I grabbed it, that I thought would do really well. When I looked it up, it wasn't worth as much money as I thought it would be. So anyway, I paid 10 bucks. I mean, you should be able to tell just looking at this thing why I grabbed it. All right, so it's heavyweight, it's wool, and it's like a field jacket. Okay, got the pockets up front with the flaps. They're straight down. It has a little dog hair, so I have to clean it up. But this top up here is suede. All right, I don't know if that's, I'll have to look it up. I don't know if that's real suede leather. I bet it is. And then of course wool. But the Aztec pattern, okay, that's like really, really cool. That's what makes this thing really awesome, okay? It's a size extra large. So like I said, paid 10 bucks. It only has one little spot on there, which is not bad. One little white spot, but the rest of it's in great shape. I looked these up. They were kind of all over the place. Some of them were only like going for 30 to 40, but they were not the Aztec. I think that will make this a little more valuable. I think this is probably worth somewhere between 50 and 70. So I imagine when it's all said and done, I'll probably end up taking an offer somewhere around 55 or 60 bucks. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've just never found one like this before. Nice and heavyweight. I thought that was really cool. Okay, so I'm saving the best for last. This is the coolest thing I found this week. All right, it's a little heavy, so give me a second here. All right, so when I was looking around, I just looked in, not in their electronics section, but they have a little, I don't know, a little table where they just put out new stuff kind of next to the carts they bring out. And I saw this sitting there. I was like, what in the world? And I looked at it and saw a BOSE. And I thought, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't see a price, and then I started looking around a little more because there's actually two parts. Okay, so this was sitting there. I didn't know what it was. I mean, it looked like a speaker or something. I know BOSE is, you know, basically like stereos. It looked like a little bit older one. They didn't have a cable or anything, so I wasn't sure if that would affect it at all. And then sitting on top of it was this. Okay, this has one cable, one remote, instructions, and a little bit of stuff back here. Turns out that these are worth really, really good money. I was having a hard time finding the pricing, and then I found it here on the bottom, $100. All right, so I was like, if they think it's worth $100, then this thing must be pretty good. So I looked it up, and this thing is a BOSE Acoustic Waves sound system. Okay, has a CD thing up here, and I guess you can play this as is. It should have had a cable, and I think the remote. It doesn't have it, but it hooks up to the other little thing there, which is a 5-disc changer as well. Okay, so I need to test them out and make sure they work. But the best part is the value. This is one of the best things I've found. Okay, so I paid $100 for them. I looked them up. If you sell them together, all right, as a pair, they're on eBay. They're going for about $350 to $400. So I'm really, really, really hoping that these work, and that would be a really great turnover. So if I could list them for like $375 and have the buyer pay, you know, the $40 or $50 it's going to take to ship it, that would be awesome. That'd be over $200 profit. So anyway, that was a really, really cool find, and one of the best thrifting trips I've had in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because the video is probably getting a little long, and the weekend's about to start, so I'm sure more sales will happen. I need to get these shipped out. So anyway, if you like this video, if you like some of the ideas I'm showing you here of things to look out for, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It'd be awesome if you could subscribe so I can help grow the channel up a little bit. And again, thanks for checking out the video.